Posterity, the podcast with Aaron-Michael Fox and Eric Crusan is starting now.
You're listening to For Posterity, the podcast with Aaron-Michael Fox and Eric Crusan. Most of this will probably be cut out. This is our first try recording anything.
Before we go any further.
No, we're still going. What is it?
Are you trying to sound like AM
Yes, I am.
radio? Okay.
Yes, I am. This is my radio voice. This doesn't sound natural to you?
No, it sounds like AM talk radio. And it's not even a radio thing. It's a podcast. You're wasting your radio voice. You could be using it for actual radio.
But there is no radio.
This is the sitting at a desk.
We're sitting at a desk talking into my laptop with a fake microphone hung over top of it to remind us which direction we're supposed to be talking. That's
At least the whiskey is real.
I guess we should somehow clear up. How do we even start? We haven't thought this through at all.
That's how this came to be. There was no thinking involved. We should do a podcast right now.
Today.
Yes.
Literally today.
Where's your laptop and fake microphone?
We went to Best Buy and bought 2 gamer headsets with microphones to find out that they don't connect to my computer. So now we're just using the regular built-in microphone and the fake mic overhead.
It'll get better.
We hope. We hope.
We're really kind of gorilling this shit.
Okay, so we just watched the Trevor Noah episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, Jerry Seinfeld's online show. I guess you already know, for anybody who doesn't know, Trevor Noah is the new Daily Show host.
Which you're not for.
No, I'm not. I am not. I'm holding judgment until I see how he does, but I don't think it's going to be good.
Is it just because you don't like Trevor Noah, or you just think it's a bad choice?
I don't think he's funny. It's my
funny.
number one concern.
He's very safe. I think he's too safe for the Daily Show.
They
should just stop making the Daily Show when Stewart leaves. It should just be the end of it. Just wrap it up. Because who's going to be able to do it?
Well, I had my heart set on John Oliver personally. I thought that HBO, because HBO and Comedy Central are both owned by Viacom, and I honestly thought that Last Week Tonight was the placeholder show to keep John Oliver until Jon Stewart stepped down at the Daily Show, and then they would have John Oliver in the chamber. Is what I thought. That was my
You
business
thought or
vision.
hoped?
No, that was if I was in charge. That's what I thought would have been going on.
If I was in charge, I wouldn't put that half black guy. I'd rather have the British guy than the half black guy.
I don't know. First off, John Oliver is considerably funnier to me, which is the number one thing.
He is funny.
He's the funniest guy on television to me now that Jon Stewart is stepping down and that Colbert hasn't taken over yet.
But do you think that Trevor Noah's accent will go badly with audience?
I don't. Everything about Trevor Noah to me, it would be funny as a college professor. If he was my cultural studies teacher or my intro to sociology teacher or something, his anecdotes, he's got a definite worldview and a new perspective and an interesting take on things and a definite eye toward humor, and a lot of his tales of humanity have a certain humor to them, but it's not what I get as comedy club funny or Daily Show funny.
You just don't think it's funny in general?
I find it amusing, but not funny. If you watch the Comedians in Cars episode, the Nelson Mandela story that he tells, It's a very endearing story, and I'm sure watching the original video of Nelson Mandela telling that was probably kind of funny. But from Trevor Noah, Trevor Noah, it's like, oh wow, that's nice that he could.
But that's the same reaction that Mandela got. Like nobody was like, you cracked the joke.
Yeah, and that doesn't.
Nobody gave a shit.
That doesn't help Trevor Noah's case. It's still. But
that was the point of the whole story, was that he told a joke and nobody cared because it was like nobody got it because it was him telling it.
So Trevor Noah is going to specialize in unfunny stories.
No, it was
that
funny.
Should be funny.
It was funny, but nobody cared because it was Nelson Mandela saying it.
Or because it tugs at your heartstrings too much.
That's like going to a press conference and Nelson Mandela be like, knock, knock. Like, it's not... You're not going to say who's there.
No, I just love your Nelson Mandela impression.
It was very racist. I don't even know what he sounds like. I just assume he sounds like Morgan Freeman. But I want to be like, knock, knock. Like,
knock, knock.
Knock, knock. At least I ain't say... That's his joke. That's a Nelson Mandela joke.
No, I imagine that would...
But it's because
that would not go over well at a press conference, whereas that probably would go over relatively well at the Comedy Cellar.
Who's there?
Everybody's sitting there choking on their chicken wings, going, "Damn, I didn't know Nelson Mandela." Is that
because it was
funny.
a Nelson Mandela joke? Did you automatically have people?
No, because it was a comedy club.
That's true. But they have like
if it's fried, it works for a comedy club.
More people get chicken fingers, I would think. Because there's no bones. Like, you don't want to be laughing.
We can't.
Like, you don't want to be eating the chicken wing and hear it, look, look, and then you choke with a chicken bone. Like, you just want to have a long chicken nugget.
And I'm totally going to insult the average comedy club member, attendee.
Because you've never done that before.
No, I've absolutely never told an audience I've been not laughed at by better people than you.
Damn it. You try to do the baby to do. You're in the van. Damn it.
But no, I don't.
Why do I even bother?
I don't think the average comedy club audience member has put that much thought into it, personally. I don't think.
Probably not.
But I think, and also, like, there's The Daily Show has a certain... and it's Jon Stewart that's put it there, but it's reached cultural icon status.
That's why they should stop it now.
It's like the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, where in an age where that type of show doesn't even exist anymore, he's made America's living room in a way for our generation, and it feels like Trevor Noah doesn't have enough of a comprehension of that culture.
Just say it.
To be a social commentator on it. If Seinfeld is still explaining to him the neighborhoods of New York that are,
but that doesn't mean anything. What does that matter?
He's about to take over this.
The Daily Show. He's not giving fucking guided tours.
It's the quintessential commentary on America, on the political structure.
So he doesn't even know where every fucking borough is.
So how is he supposed to get at any nuance? How am I supposed to believe him getting at any nuance?
That's why they have the internet and people to say, oh, this is what this shit means. That's how that works. Like, he doesn't have to know all that. Like, Jon Stewart has teleprompters and notes and shit. It's not like he's just up there.
Yeah, but he's still...
Just because he throws a piece of paper, that's not him throwing away his...
Yeah, but he's still the captain of the ship. Everything has to meet his approval.
So you're saying that Trevor can't be the captain of the ship?
No, I'm saying he doesn't... I don't know. He hasn't proven to me that
you're saying it's an American institution, and you saw what happened last time we put a half-black guy ahead of an American institution. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying John McCain and Sarah Palin should take over The Daily Show. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hillary's got next.
I don't. We totally. All right. I don't think she does.
No, she doesn't. She knows she does.
I don't think she does. And that's why she doesn't, because she thinks she does.
I don't even think she thinks that she does.
But no, I don't think Hillary is inevitable because she is presented as inevitable. And the American people, I don't think, like, I think they would vote for not Hillary right now, like, before they would vote.
They're voting for, there's not like there's a choice. It's not going to be a woman. They're like, look, we changed it up once.
Well,
we let them try.
Honestly, that's on
we gave
Warren.
8 years, and we need to have another white person before we can have anything else.
Larry Wilmore in the Unblackening now. You are.
No, I'm just saying that's how it's going to be. Like, they have to get back to what they know and then see that it's still fucked up, and then they'll let somebody else try. No,
because if Hillary's going to be the inevitable choice on the Democratic side,
she's not.
So, what, you with me? You think it's going to be Bernie?
Yes.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, I can go along. I'm voting for Bernie. I'll go ahead. I'll say it. I'll prove Dave Chappelle right. I'm white, and I'll openly say I'll prove Dave Chappelle wrong. I'm getting this all backwards. We'll edit this out.
I'm not going to vote anyway.
Well, you're a felon.
Fair enough.
No, why aren't you voting? Because you're an illegal immigrant?
That's racist. See, that's what I'm talking about. So why don't you just go ahead and say,
why was
this nigga in charge
why was felon not racist?
Show. We saw what happened.
Why was felon not racist? I was listing off reasons why you couldn't vote, and felon would be just as racist based on a percentage of inmates. Anybody could be.
Yeah, so anybody could be a felon.
Just like anybody could be an illegal immigrant.
Everybody is an illegal immigrant.
Now that's racist on you. You assume I'm talking about Mexicans. I could be talking about Norwegians.
You could be talking about white people. Everybody's an illegal immigrant.
Norwegians are white people.
Very white people.
Yeah, ultra white people. It's the whole
like
race.
Albinos.
Yeah, a whole race of albinos.
Albinos like, damn, get some sun.
All right. So you're saying, I want to come back to you saying that we got to go back to a white person that we had 8 years of the black guy, and now we got to have. So you're saying Bernie for the Democrats, who's an outspoken socialist. Yeah. So you're saying in the American hierarchy,
Democrats go,
socialist.
That's all they have to look like. That's it. That's the only choice they really have.
Aside from Hillary,
she's not a choice.
Why say you she's not? Why say you? Why I say you say
she's
this?
Not. I don't know. I don't want to say it's because she's a woman. But that's what it is.
You just did.
I can admit that. At least I can admit it's because she's a woman. That's why it's not going to happen.
You don't
better than white people can say it's because he's black. Like, they don't say that.
No, I voted for Barack, McCain joke aside. But now I'm saying,
but it's the same way. Like, I can openly say it's not because it's a woman.
But see,
people now can't say it's because he's black. We can just post memes that hint that.
True, and Confederate flag profile pictures. But to me, like, Elizabeth Warren is my girl. Like, and that's where I feel the whole thing kind of went sideways. Was Elizabeth Warren kind of more or less like to Hillary going, well, you're going to be the first woman president, which like, I didn't like. Like, I'm not going to go, well, Elizabeth Warren's not running, so I guess I'll vote for the next chick.
I don't want to throw off the flow of the show at all. But I don't know who Elizabeth Warren is. So if you want to continue with the story, just know if you're listening that I'm nodding.
Okay. Elizabeth Warren, senator from Massachusetts.
Wait, is this going to be, like, is this a funny thing? Because
I'm just bringing it.
I don't need to know, like...
That's all you need to know. She's senator from Massachusetts.
I don't need to know about how she won the talent show in the 6th grade.
No. I don't even... shoot, I don't know. But if you like what Bernie is saying, you'll like what Elizabeth.
It doesn't matter because she's a woman. She could say the exact same thing, and it doesn't matter because she's a woman, and that's not going to happen.
Honestly, Barack. I think the last name Clinton is more a hindrance. Like, I mean,
if Bill Clinton could run again,
if you take out,
if Bill Clinton could run again, then Bernie would be in a little bit of trouble.
No, I don't think so. I think people want...
It would be closer than
They
Hillary.
want the pre 9/11 culture is what they want.
Exactly.
When
They
think,
want a white guy.
but
They don't want a woman.
No, they want the pre having to take your shoes off at the TSA America. They want that naivety. And of course it's not. But that's what they associate with Bill Clinton. They don't realize we had just as many problems just like every other president.
A woman's not going to fix that. You still got to take your shoes off at the airport.
I'm not saying that it will. I'm saying that's what the contention of people that sort of seem to want Hillary in the White House because they really want Bill back as first Bill. What I don't know what his what would his title be?
He
First
would just be
gentleman.
Bill.
First gentleman. Yeah.
Uncle Bill. He's just going to be Uncle Bill.
he's just Bill.
That's Uncle Bill.
But I think that's a lot of the rationale that they want Bill back in a certain way.
That's why I said if he could run again, it would be closer than fucking Hillary.
But come campaign season, if she actually gets the nomination and we go into the general election, I don't see people being able.
She'll get the nomination.
They won't be able to hang on to that nostalgia.
A woman in.
Because now my mom hates.
Because I don't know if you knew this or not, but now women can vote. So here's what's going to happen: is all the women think, "Oh, we can run this country. We'll show them how to do it," and then they're all going to vote for Hillary because she's a woman.
See, I don't see my mom.
Not all of them.
Well, my mom, card carrying feminist, and,
I was going to say racist.
Hates Hillary Clinton, and
because she's reasonable.
No, because mom says basically that she abdicated on her feminist cards. That first she was Hillary Rodham. And then when she got married, she held on to the Rodham, the Hillary Rodham Clinton, for 6 months until that's what's expected. Mom is still, but when basically as soon as Bill was running for governor of Arkansas and having a crazy feminist still holding on to her maiden name wasn't appropriate, she dropped it to be Hillary Clinton.
But that's no different than other politicians. It's the same as lying.
Of course not. But
she did the right thing. She did what she had to do.
That's on a crucial issue that you can't.
It's not a crucial issue.
You can't stand on feminism.
How does your mother think that politics works? Like she had to do that. That was the right thing to do. Why does that upset your mom? Because she did what was the right thing to do.
Why do you say it's the right thing to do?
Why do politicians do anything that they do that morally they shouldn't do?
To get elected?
Exactly. So she did what she had to do.
That's the right thing?
It doesn't make it right, but she did what she had to do for him to win.
Well.
So why does that upset your mom?
I don't know.
Because she should have been in the kitchen barefoot. Your mom's that old school. Like,
No. The exact opposite, as a matter of fact. We now have to cut all of this out so I don't get a phone call from my fire-breathing liberal mom over this.
See, and you could have left it in until you said that. Like it was all. We didn't say anything bad about your mom.
No, we didn't.
Until you said fire-breathing dragon mother.
Fire-breathing liberal mom is what I said.
I forgot about the liberal part.
Right immediately. My mom's a card-carrying racist? Is that what she is?
I thought that's what you were going to say. Because given your heritage, I thought that was what
Given my heritage?
I read the pamphlet, nigga. Don't even try to act like your ancestors didn't have a plan to educate niggas and then send them back.
A slave
at
a slave
a cost-effective manner,
free and exportation program.
That's what his family did.
Yeah, abolition of slavery in the form of removing the black people that were enslaved along.
He did want to educate them first.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like he was killing them.
That's very true.
He was sending them back where they came from.
Yeah, it's very true.
Only educated. So it's not like he was...
The standing at the border of East Virginia facing the sea of black sorrow and saying, "Here shalt thou come and no further." That put a
very tokenish.
Yeah, that was that was very.
You shall not pass.
Very racist token.
Gandalf the Grand Wizard.
I don't know enough clan references to. I want to spin.
You
that
know what the
somehow.
fucking Grand Wizard is.
I know, yeah, but I don't know how to keep spinning it, and I don't know Lord of the Rings either. That's the token one, right?
Yeah, that's the token.
It's not the Harry Potter one.
No, that's Sprawling, I think.
I don't know either one of them. As soon as we go into pop culture references, I'm lost.
Yeah, but you can tell you.
Yeah, I throw Elizabeth Warren, and you throw me Harry Potter, and we're done.
All right. This is going to go well.
All right, but seriously, we're so far off topic from where we started with the Trevor Noah taking over the Daily Show, and let's shift gears here from me on the defensive of why he shouldn't be to hear the case for why he should. Why are you thinking is the appropriate choice?
I don't think he's the right choice.
Well,
I don't think
you're
anybody's
defending
the right
over.
choice.
So you're saying that the show.
I'm
needs
saying
to
they
be
should end
canceled
the show
altogether.
when Jon Stewart leaves. That should be the end of that.
But he didn't start the show. I mean, Craig Kilborn was the original host.
But nobody cares about him.
I mean, all right, that's a very viable point.
So they should end the show because nobody's going to be able, other than John Oliver, who has his own thing, so he can't do it. So since he can't do it, they should just shut it down. Because who else are they going to get?
Well, they're not going to do that because it's Comedy Central and it's cash cow. So,
But it's not going to be
They-
for
they
long
can
because
have-
they're going to put Trevor Noah in charge, and people are going to be like,
have you watched Comedy Central?
They're going to give it a shot for like 2 weeks, and then they're just going to be like, this guy's not. Unless he's amazing, which he could be. Like, nobody knows.
I don't. They can put a squirrel in a tuxedo and it's going to do halfway all right, at least compared to anything else of Comedy Central, with the sometimes exception of Larry Wilmore's nightly show.
It's not very consistent.
No, and it's only like I
You see,
wonder.
they give a black guy a show, and then that's what happens. Like, that's
Well, he's
further
been- he's
proof
been
that
so
maybe
perfect.
Trevor Noah is not the right choice
No,
for the
he's
Daily Show.
Wilmore has been so perfectly in his element since the
Cleveland,
the Charleston.
Cleveland couldn't have his own cartoon, and he was like, that didn't even last. He's a black cartoon.
That was a complete mess.
Because let's give the black
Snoop Dogg told
Let's
Seth
give-
to his face.
let's give the black cartoon guy his own show. And you saw what happened. You can't give black people their own show.
No, that was a cartoon for white people.
Tell me a
of
black person.
people.
Tell me a black show that's still.
That's not from the Medea guy.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I said black show. Tyler Perry's not black.
Tyler Perry. No, what are you asking me?
What host? Don't say fucking Steve Harvey. Family Feud doesn't count. You know how I feel about Steve Harvey Family Feud. Like, don't get cocky because you're doing Family Feud. Like the past two hosts killed themselves.
What is?
And the other one was Louis Anderson. Like, you're not in a position to be uppity.
He is West Virginian, so I've got to defend you on those grounds.
That's a whole different topic.
we've had this
It's
discussion
a whole
before.
different topic. Tell me somebody that's not Steve Harvey or Oprah Winfrey that has a black television show that's done good for the duration that it's like.
Do the Kardashians count?
They're not black.
I don't know.
They're tan.
I don't know.
Stop
anything.
being racist.
I know one of them's married to or dating.
Just
or
because
something
you
with
date a
Kanye.
black, it's not the.
Kanye's involved somehow. Is all I know. I don't know. And they have a lot of names that start with K's. That's the extent.
But can you name me a black show that's not Oprah Winfrey? You can't give black people a show.
I can't name you a white show.
Yes, you can.
I can list off my complaints about Gotham if we want to go down that road.
I need to.
I want to know.
The point I'm making is you can't give a black person his
You
own
can't
show.
look at True Detective
It's
and
not
tell me
gonna
you can
go.
trust a show with a white guy.
That's not the point.
What a
You cannot give a
pilot.
black person a show and expect it to excel. That's not Oprah Winfrey. Like, she's the exception.
What is the basis for this? And
We're talking about Trevor Noah taking over the Daily Show. They should cancel it.
because he's not funny. That's
I
why
don't
he
think
shouldn't be
He
on the
could
Daily
be
Show.
hilarious, and it wouldn't work.
It could be. I could be. Not gonna. It's not. Like, how did they?
I think it would deny that
How
the
did they
Daily Show
pick-
ever
he's-
even happened before they would give it to you.
He's been on it as well. They should. But how did
Daily Show? What the fuck?
How did the guy that's been on the show 3 times, and in
It doesn't
my
matter.
mind has the 3 least funny sketches since I've been watching the show are Trevor Noah's
But
sketches.
it doesn't
And
matter.
so how does he get the show?
Because there's nobody else to do it. Who else could do it?
Samantha Bee, Rob Riggle,
No.
Jason Jones,
Rob Riggle, really?
Larry Wilmore, if he hadn't already departed to take over the nightly show.
We are talking about
and if Wilmore,
giving black people shows, and you just nominated another black person.
If Wilmore would have taken over the Daily Show, it would have been a completely different animal than what they've created with the nightly show.
And it would also be over by now.
We're speculation.
No, we're going by history.
Do we have a radio buzzer that we can hit? Speculation.
No. I'm going by. That's just how things work.
I need a swivel chair. Nobody. It's more conducive to my. But I don't. But this is still you're not giving me concrete like why this wouldn't work. Like
you're the one that said it wouldn't work.
I'm saying Trevor Noah won't work because Trevor Noah's not funny. You're the one that's saying no black show will work. And I want to hear this is the white guy to the not white guy. I want to hear to clarify.
It's going to be logic. I don't care who says it. You like before. You could not name me a black show that was a success.
I told you I can't.
Arsenio Hall doesn't count.
I can't name you a show that's a success since The Wire. I'm not good with like if we're talking like 30s radio shows. Then yes, I'm with you. I can.
What the fuck is wrong with you? 30s. You're 30.
Yeah, I'm about to be 31.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're perfectly justified with the 30s radio show. I'm sorry I didn't know you were 31.
Yeah, about to be 75. You are.
That's all right, though. That's why I'm telling you it's not going to work. I have more experience. I've seen more.
Eric was around for Jim Crow. Like the original Jim Crow. Like before there was a song written about him. You remember original Jim Crow?
Yeah, he lived like 3 blocks over. He's a nice enough guy. So you get funny, meaningful debate. You get different perspectives, and then us trailing off in the fucking Jim Crow, living 3 blocks down.
With Jim Crow in it, and what 99.9% of people are going, "Who's Jim Crow?" Like Jim Crow was a person.
That's why I'm acting like
Jim Crow an era.
See, I'm just acting like it's a person that lived 3 blocks down. To further confuse them. Like I looked it up, and there's only an era. Like there's no.
I mean, and okay, Bojangles, no less racially charged. But why is there not a Jim Crow's chicken? But there's a Bojangles
I would eat a
chicken.
Jim Crow's chicken.
You did. I would mean. We got Aunt Jemima's and Uncle Ben's and
exactly. So why can't we have a Jim Crow's chicken?
Where's the line? Where's the line on what we can?
It's 2 of them.
But what we can name soul food restaurants?
There shouldn't be a limit. You can't.
Like can we have a Redskins equivalent name for a soul food restaurant? No is what I'm getting. I'm getting no.
I was trying to think of one, but I think you might be right. There's no.
There's no Uncle Blackie's.
Whoa! How is that Redskin? That's not
soul food.
You said Redskin, and then you said Uncle Blackie.
That's the etymological. Is that a word? The linguistic equivalent of I feel like of Redskin, Blackie, or at least that I can say as a white guy.
No, you can say whatever you want.
Impaired.
You can say whatever you want as a white guy. You might get stabbed. Feel free.
That's true. That's true. I could.
If you had a job, you would lose it.
I would get Paula Deaned.
You would get Paula Dean, and then a year or two later, you would say something else stupid.
But now her kids, her two sons,
That was dumb.
they've got a show now.
All they talk about the picture they posted.
I missed that.
Like, her and her son were dressed up as Lucy and Ricky Ricardo.
Mm.
And for some reason, he thought Ricky Ricardo was black. Like, he had brown face for Ricky Ricardo, and I'm like, no, you need to go like Jim Gaffigan.
Okay, now that's a legitimate one that I don't understand. Is like Vinnie Curry plays for the Philadelphia Eagles now, Marshall grad. I
just
posted.
to throw that in there.
No, I posted. Well, yeah, but I posted a picture for his birthday. When he was on Up Late as Vic Flair. Now, Vinny's black. If you didn't get that from the fact that he's a football player. But he's
because we all know what happened to Chad Pennington.
he needed decent O-line is what he needed, but
he needed to be better than he currently was. Like, he needed to. He's good for photo ops now.
That's very true. But we're getting way sidetracked on that. But my point is, Vinny comes out dressed as Ric Flair. He's got the big boa on. He's got the blonde wig, and the robe, the whole deal. But he's not in whiteface. So
I wouldn't have a problem if he was.
But I'm saying, what is the need? Like, if a white guy wants to be Mr. T for Halloween, he wants to do it in blackface.
I don't have a problem with that.
So, but what is the drive? Like, there's no incentive. It doesn't seem the other way for black people to want to do whiteface.
Yeah, no black person other than Michael Jackson and Colin Powell want to be white.
Condoleezza.
She doesn't even want to be white.
Condoleezza.
No,
Condoleezza is like raceless. She is
but
like.
She also enjoys being black.
She's like
she's in a very
50s,
high position. There's no way she doesn't like being black in the position that she's in. Like,
no, she was a minority quota.
But that's fine because she's still in the position she's in.
She reminds me of like the 1950s when like movie studios like pampered from birth their movie stars to make sure they talked a certain way and they like fit the little image for MGM or whatever. That's the feeling I get from Condoleezza. Like she like if there were black movie stars in the 1950s, that's right. Well, I mean mainstream, like
not mammies.
Right, like leading role, like movie stars, not guest stars or
maids.
Yeah, co-stars, groundskeepers.
What about like
the wives
Raisin in
butler?
the Sun? Like that's 50s, isn't it?
What is that?
Raisin in the Sun. Like that's.
I don't know that one. You got me on that one.
Oh, it's full of black people.
Oh well, then you got me.
It's like the color purple of that time. That was the color purple of the black and white era was Raisin in the Sun.
But sticking with the purple, is that where the color purple comes from? Is it the raisin color?
No,
That's
not easy.
Is that like a civil rights?
You've seen that though, right?
What's that?
You've never seen the color purple?
I've never seen the color purple.
Do you watch movies with predominantly black cast?
I have not seen a movie made after 1954.
That's not true. Even if it was, it's not. You're telling me you haven't watched an all-black cast movie. I'm not talking like a Tyler Perry movie.
As soon as they added sound to movies, I jumped ship. Charlie Chaplin.
You still watch movies, though. You've seen movies, but you've never seen predominantly black cast movies.
No, in my collection right
Friday doesn't count.
No, what do you mean Friday doesn't count?
That's not what I'm...
No. First off, Friday 2, but Friday doesn't count, so...
No, neither does Barbershop.
Barbershop doesn't count?
No. I'm talking about movies about black people, like, and that is technically movies about black people, but nobody gives a shit about those black people. I'm talking about...
What?
I'm talking about important black people, like a thing that changed things, you know what I mean?
Well,
like a trial thing. Like,
well, nobody's made a movie about Obama yet.
Ice Cube wanted to sell the fucking barbershop so he can make some fucking money. That's not drama. I'm talking color purple type drama.
I don't watch any drama. I don't watch anything that people don't yell and cuss at each other in.
Have you not been around black people?
Yeah.
They do yell and cuss a lot.
That's what...
In public.
How is this not...
At Walmart, you can hear black people yelling and cussing, whether it be on the phone or to the baby mama.
That's why I don't go to black movies.
Gotta go to black movies.
Well, I don't... Not the movies, it's the audience.
No, that's the best part. I once went to see a movie at a black theater in Florida, and the people in front of me were passing around a KFC bucket of chicken. Like they brought... You can't sneak that in.
Yeah, how did they...
It was like, oh, yeah, of course you would bring a bucket of chicken right this way. Here's where you'll be watching Tales from the Hood. And they had a bucket of chicken and they were smoking blunts. Like, this is their vacation home.
Yeah.
Was the theater. So it's fun. Like, you have to go see it.
Well, I mean, that was a common occurrence.
Because I'm sure if I'd have asked, they'd have gave me a piece of chicken.
The blunt rolling was a common occurrence at the Funny Bone, too. That was...
But I'm talking about in a movie theater.
Well, the Comedy Club movie theater. I mean, they're rolling blunts at the table or under the table.
Well, yeah.
Because this is back when I was working security, and after the show, when you'd pull the tables out to sweep up the dropped French fries and whatnot, there was blunt innards where they'd cracked open a Swisher
and just dumped it on the floor.
Yeah, and just dumped it on the floor.
But no, you can't not see black movies.
How am I all of a sudden now I'm on the you have to see black
because
movies? I never said that I don't see. You discounted Friday and Barbershop
because those are comedies.
And Original Kings of
That's
Comedy.
like the Kevin Hart movie. That doesn't count.
So everything black except all the black stuff that everybody knows
I'm talking about
counts.
comedies. Comedies don't count.
Like,
I'm talking about
a black show except Oprah, except Tyler Perry, except all the black people on TV.
No,
name me a black movie.
That out of context.
Name me a black movie other than all of the popular black movies.
It's not a comedy. Like a serious black movie.
That's like going, name me a black comic, and Bill Cosby doesn't count, and
not anymore.
No, not anymore. And Chris Rock doesn't count, and Dave Chappelle doesn't count. And now name me a black comic. You just named them all.
I didn't name all the black drama movies. Not by a long shot. You've seen none of them.
I got American Gangster on the DVD rack. And
really,
if there's not yelling, cussing, Tommy guns, fedoras, I'm not interested, no matter what color anybody is.